Hello boys and girls, how are we doing? Welcome to a vlog. It is absolutely pissing it down today. Yeah, absolutely pissing it down, and like an absolute lemon, I have decided to go for a walk in this type of weather. Where I am currently is, obviously, let me just swap you around. I'm currently in this little bit of woodland. There's like a little pathway coming through. Now this little walkway that I'm going this way, this direction, leads to the Humber Bridge, which is one of the landmarks that is very well known. Yeah, so I decided to go for a bit of a walk up towards the Humber Bridge today. I don't go this direction. Basically, what this as well is part of the Little Swits Country Park nature trail. It all connects with the Country Park Hessel Foreshore area. But this is obviously like a public access pathway to the Humber Bridge as well. So, but I don't come this way very often. This is actually quite a very rare case of coming this direction. I usually go a different direction, but I thought, sod it, I'm going to have a bit of a change of pace and go this way. But yeah, the reason I've come for a walk as well is I felt a little bit lethargic today. I met up with, as per usual, for the first time in a couple of weeks actually. I haven't seen Smithy for a few weeks because I've had stuff on and that. But yeah, for the first time in 2 weeks, me and Smithy met up last night, had our usual, did something to eat, and yeah, just had a few drinks. But when I got up, I didn't feel too good last night. I actually had a bit of a stomach upset last night and ended up back and forth to the toilet being sick and that, which is very rare for me. I don't usually have a bad experience on alcohol that often. I'm actually quite careful when I consume alcohol. I don't usually go over the top, but last night, for some reason, I didn't have that much, but I had enough to make me have a bit of a reaction to it, and ended up being sick and all that. So, which is nice. So yeah, I ended up going to bed. Smithy went home, got a taxi for himself, and he went home. And then I ended up falling asleep on the sofa last night, and the rain's getting faster now. But yeah, so I woke up this morning on the sofa, and I felt real lethargic after last night. I've been drinking water, you know, trying to hydrate myself and stuff, but I've just been feeling real low on energy all day. So I decided to come out for a bit of fresh air to see if it might help me out a little bit, you know. But yeah, so that's that. But yeah, where I am right now is basically down this road. This is the public access road, mostly for, well, it's the car park down there for the Humber Bridge. So there's actually a car park area there, so you can go and park your car there if you're visiting or whatever. But yeah, so basically this is the public access to the Humber Bridge and the car park area. So if I was to, let me swap you around again. If I was to go that direction, it would lead me right onto the Humber Bridge, directly onto the Humber Bridge. But I'm going to go this way and see what's down here, actually, because the woodland path area, and I'm doing it on purpose as well because I've got natural coverage from this rain, a little bit of coverage from the rain, and so stick around here until it dies down a bit. But yeah, but like I say, after what I just said a moment ago, I'm feeling a bit ill last night after having a couple of drinks with Smithy. Since I am starting to feel a little bit better now. I don't feel as lethargic as I did when I first got up this morning. I didn't have the best sleep either. Obviously I kept waking up and I ended up being woken up by my dad this morning, so so I didn't have the best of sleeps, to be honest. So, but yeah, I just felt real lethargic this morning, and but I actually do feel a little bit better coming out for this walk, even though it's not the best day for it. You know what I mean? It's not the best day for it with it raining, but I just thought to get a bit of fresh air because the fresh air does you good, you know. So they say. So that's the point. Yes. Alright, so where I am at the moment, this little footpath is just leading to the Humber Bridge itself and the actual car park area. So this is just another way of accessing the car park and the Humber Bridge, just this little trail. Yeah, they actually hold events here as well at the Humber Bridge car park. Sometimes to do like car meets and things like that, and you know, there's actually like things you can actually come here because it is quite a large car park, and if you look behind me, it is actually quite a large area. It is both for people who work. It's basically, this car park serves as, obviously, for people who work for the Humber Bridge, actually do work for the Humber Bridge, of course, and then obviously visitors, people going to the, because that's where the Country Park Nature Trail, Hesel Foreshore, Little Swits, is just where these trees are here. So if I carry on, there is like a footpath area. There's like a footpath area, so, but yeah, this is just basically just common ground. Basically, there's like little picnic tables around here, and there's like an information hub thing just over there. Information hub, picnic tables and stuff, so you can, like, if when it's a bit better weather than unlike today, you can come and have a little bit of a. Can have a picnic or something. The public toilet block there as well. But yeah, so this is just, well, this is, I haven't been in here for a long time actually, this area, and I've actually updated it a little bit since I was last here, because there's a little playground area over there for kids that wasn't there a bit ago when I came here last. Also a little wiggly worm thing there. But yeah, and there's obviously the Humber Bridge, one of the towers, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, where I'm going now, I'm probably going to just head on in. I'm going to probably head on into the Country Park for a bit, because I haven't been in Country Park for a while. Because the direction... Let me just get under this tree for a sec, the rain's getting fast again. But yeah, it's, you know, I feel a lot better now coming out for this little walk, you know what I mean? I do feel a little bit better coming out for this walk. But yeah, just this morning, man, I just felt real, like, no energy at all. A real lackluster and just lethargic, like my my electrolytes were a bit low or something like that. You know, when your electrolytes are a bit low and you get like lethargic feeling and you just don't have much energy. But I'm glad I came out for this walk, even though it's not the best day for it, like I keep saying, but I'm kind of glad I did come out for this bit of, you know, get a bit of fresh air into me, and it should help me out for going to work again tomorrow. So I should feel a little bit better, hopefully. But yeah, so I'm gonna head on into Country Park Nature Trail now. I'm gonna be very careful because there is CCTV cameras around here. I don't know, with me talking to myself, to a camera, I don't know if it might alarm, but there's a notice board here. A notice board of the construction of the Humber Bridge. Welcome to the Humber Bridge, the longest single-span suspension bridge in the world when opened in 1981. That is very true. Then obviously it is no longer the longest, I believe. Yeah, there we go, it tells you right there. You've got the Golden Gate Bridge in 1931, then the Humber Bridge is actually, you know, after that, and then you've got the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge in Japan. So yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna head that way. There's actually people over there, I think kids with, I think there's some kids over there playing in the playground, so I'm gonna be a bit careful with the camera. So I'm gonna head that direction now and go into the, check out, I was gonna go across the Humber Bridge, but it's a little bit too miserable to walk across the Humber Bridge today. I'll see how I feel. If I do decide to go across the Humber Bridge, I will vlog it a little bit. If not, I'm just going to go into the Country Park Nature Trail area, because I haven't been in there for a while. So, and I always like to I like to visit it from time to time. But yeah, so I will be back soon and you will see what I decide to do. Right, as you can see, I am still making my way to Country Park, but I just wanted to show this. This wasn't here the last time. The last time I came here, that wasn't there, so that's relatively quite new. And it says the Chalk Walk. The Chalk Walk. Now, Country Park Nature Trail, what is now Country Park Nature Trail, used to be a quarry. It used to be a chalk quarry, and so yeah, this is just, you know, basically about that, the history of that. And then obviously where along Hessel Foreshore there is like an old mill where they used to sort the chalk out and everything, and then there used to be a train track that used to lead off. Yes. But yeah, so I think it's down this way, I think. To be honest, I can go either way. I'm just gonna try. Oh no, I'm heading out going this way. I'm actually heading out. That's the other exit. This is the, yeah, I need to go this way. I'm just getting my bearings. Like I say, I don't come this way very often, and you know what I mean? So I don't really come this way very often, so it's getting my bearings again. Because I usually go the longer way around, so to speak. I usually go via Hessel Foreshore and I come in that direction, which is kind of like the normal way to come into this Country Park, but yeah, is this. But anyway, so I'm going to carry on, make my way into Country Park Nature Trail, or Little Swits as we call it here. And yeah, and here we are. Humber Bridge Country Park Nature Trail Reserve. And this is the other entrance. Yeah, so this is the other entrance into Country Park Nature Trail. So here we go then. There is actually quite a few entrances There's actually quite a few entrances to be able to get into Country Park. There's, I think, altogether, I think there's about 3 or 4 entrances. There would have been more originally, but for safety reasons they've kind of been boarded off over the years. But this is one of the official ones that serves, of course, the Humber Bridge itself and the car park area over there. So this is the entrance for, well, this is actually the entrance for the chalk walk like I just showed you a minute ago. So they've actually kind of done it as like an immersive thing. So you come through this way and the trail leads all the way to the old mill. But yeah, so I'm heading on in. And also I've got a bit more cover in here as well because of the rain, which is good. And here we are, Country Park Nature Trail. I've just come down that pretty steep steps. This is one of the ways to come down via Humber Bridge. So yeah, here we are. This is my place of zen, as I've documented this place a couple of times on this channel, so people will probably, most of you will know where I am. But I haven't been in here for a long time, you know what I mean? So I just thought why not? I've got nothing better to do, so might as well. I'm not going to hang around too much longer because literally I've been out now for a good couple of hours. I went for a walk around about, around about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I must be coming up to a good couple of hours since I went for this walk. So I'm going to start losing a bit of daylight in about an hour or two. So I've probably only got 2 hours of daylight left. So I'm not going to hang around here for too long, but it's just kind of like a brief visit, and then I'll get back home and get dried. But yeah, this coat, even though it's not a waterproof jacket I'm wearing, it's definitely doing a good job keeping a lot of the rain away from you know, because even though it is very, very wet and it has been getting a little bit faster and it's kind of slowing down. But yeah, it's just a fleeting visit. But yeah, it's starting to. There's been a lot of rainfall, as you can tell. as I've shown in the past on this channel, coming in here, this place is partial to flooding. Obviously, we've been obviously in the UK. We've had a heat wave at the last month or so, month and a bit. We've had really quite strong sunny patches, and we've literally had like weeks and weeks without any rain. And now, yesterday and today, it rained yesterday quite hard, and it's been raining pretty much since about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So yeah, it's about time some rain did come our way, because it was getting a little bit too hot and sticky, if you know what I mean. But yeah, almost fell over. That would have been very funny for you guys to see. Not for me, but for you. This is the problem coming in here when it's like this, really. You've got all the dead leaves and foliage and everything, and it can be really slippery at times. But yeah, but like I said, I've said it many times, but this place is my place of zen. It's a place where if I'm thinking about stuff and everything, and good times and bad times, there's good memories from my childhood, spending hours upon hours in here with friends when I was at school, when I was a kid. So there's like good memories, and also there's been some bad stuff as well, you know, not so nice stuff that's happened over the years. So coming here has always kind of been my place to get away from it all, you know. It's just kind of a bit of an escapism. Some people watching this probably won't understand it, because some people do not like nature. Some people don't like nature, some people don't like green spaces, they don't see the point. They're not all that bothered. But I love my green spaces. Unfortunately, when I was a kid, there was a lot more green spaces, green fields and stuff for playing on. There was more places for us. When I was a kid, there was more places for us to go to play football, or, you know what I mean, like to play. But now, there's hardly anything now. It's literally just this place, which is the only bit of green area that we have, because everywhere else has just been built on, you know, new houses and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, that's life, isn't it? I suppose it's just life, you know. Yeah, they've actually got, bloody hell, that's a relatively new signage. That wasn't there the last time I came here. So because this is the pond area down there. That's the base of the quarry that used to be. Obviously, this used to be a chalk quarry, like I just said. Like I said a bit ago in the vlog, earlier in the vlog. Obviously, there hasn't been that much rainfall for it to flood, but there's a pond area down there, and it literally saturates that whole area. And that looks like a relatively recent sign put on there, because it is a risk of drowning. It is because if you go in there and it's all overflown, it's all flooded over, because it can be really bad sometimes. And well, obviously, yeah, it is going to be very, very bad news for you, unfortunately. You know, you probably end up, because like I say, underneath, when it happens, sometimes a lot of like logs and trees and stuff and foliage kind of like come loose, So if you was to go in there and it is flooded over, you're liable possibly to snag something or get caught on something under the water that you can't see, and you could end up, you know, drowning. So it's a good thing that they put that there. Yeah, look at that. Just seen something. A wooden carved bench. Carved out of wood. It's pretty cool actually. I thought this was a fire pit at first, like the way this little area is right here, the way that it's all situated. It kind of looked like a little bit like a fire pit area, but it isn't. It's just a bench. But what's really cool about this area in Little Swits is you do find like all these like little wooden carvings, all around the area, and also things like benches and stuff like that, carved out of wood or made out of wood. It's really cool. It is really cool. And there's the information about changing landscape. Little Alps become country park. So where we are right now, this is what it used to look like, with the big cranes and everything, and all that. Demand declined from the 1930s, and in the 1950s they reached the water table. Flooding made it, yeah, so basically due to flooding and things like that, they had to close the quarry in the 50s. And yeah, the rain is getting faster again. It keeps doing it, it keeps going slow, and then it kind of like goes fast and then goes slow and then goes fast. But these trees are doing a good job of keeping a little bit away off me, which is good. But yeah, I'm just going to carry on this trail, and it'll lead on to Hessel Foreshore, and then I'll head on back home and then get something to eat and that, and then upload this vlog. Also, I forgot to mention in my last vlog I uploaded last week, or whenever I upload, well, the last time I uploaded a vlog, I forgot to mention a milestone. I am over 2 months without a vape, without nicotine. Yes, I am over 2 months without my vape. So obviously I haven't updated. I've deliberately not updated about it for a while, because I wanted to kind of a little bit of time to go by and just bring it up now and again. But I think it's 2 months and I think it's 2 months and a week. So it's just slightly over 2 months now. I think something like that. That when since the day that I decided to quit the vape. So yeah, I have not touched my vape. Well, I don't have a vape, so I chucked it away. So I don't even own a vape anymore. So yeah, over 2 months now without my vape. Yes, there has been over this period of time I have obviously naturally kind of had a bit of craving. There's been a little bit of craving here and there, but it hasn't been too bad. So I've been able to deal with it a little bit, so it hasn't been as bad as I thought really. But yeah, over 2 months since I quit the vape. So yeah, so I just thought to just update you on here, because I've been doing I started like a little video diary journey thing when I first announced quitting the vape. So I just thought to just update in this vlog as well. But yeah, so I'm gonna carry on along this trail, which heads to foreshore, Hazel Foreshore, and then make my way back home. But yes, thank you for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope you had a nice weekend. Isn't it typical? I'm now literally on my way back. This is another one of the entrances and exits to Country Park. This is actually kind of like a residential little terrace area. People live literally just there, and it's like a through thing. But yeah, typical. Just finally walking home, and the rain stopped. It's been raining right up until literally of me recording this little bit of the segment, and I'm just like flipping now. Typical. I'm absolutely drenched now. I've been out for like nearly over 2.5 hours. I think I've been out for in the rain, and it's literally just stopped. Oh, you can't make it up, can you? But anyway, so yeah, it was a nice walk. I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better than I did earlier on this morning and earlier this afternoon. So I think having this little walk, it's certainly made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, I'm on my way home now. I'm gonna get home, get my tea, have something to eat, and then chill out for the rest of the evening, and then back at work tomorrow. But yes, all the road and race starts again. But anyway, so take care, people, and see you soon. Bye bye.